all right. Today, who we're exposing? Alex Hormozi, right? Mister, I have nothing to sell you. Okay, sure. All right, so let's go over Alex's page. There's some funny things I find about Alex too, because apparently he makes like 85 million a year, and he just has shit camera setup and everything. This is one of the videos too I found really interesting.
Middle of nowhere. Doesn't really look like it's like a residential
Mind you, he just got this gym.
kind of neighborhood, kind of sketchy. Chances make you feel like, oh my god, what am I doing? This looks so sketchy.
He's so happy and everything.
Look at these bars and these windows.
Okay.
Oh my god, what am I getting into?
That's why I want to know, what are you getting into, because this is supposed to be a gym.
Like, what is this? Like, I'm saying, yeah, this is gonna be a gym. It's gonna be amazing. Look, we got some stuff here. Here's a bathroom that I don't even know. Here's some stuff. Here's some stuff.
The funny thing is, how many people do you intend to have, like, in this place? Bro, it's like, what, 5 at most?
What's going on? Hold on. So the other side's like,
Mind you, he said 191 signups, so you're gonna have 191 people in there. Yeah, sure, buddy.
wait, is it an apartment? I don't even know. Is it? Sort of.
These rooms are so small.
It's like in the middle of the living room. There's some paintings on the wall. And this is it, right?
And he's charging them $500 each. Bro, I'm gonna take my ass to Planet Fitness for $10 a month. Stop it.
But somehow, here's the cool part.
What's the cool part?
These are all $500 bills. So,
Money. Okay.
you can sell wherever you want. So,
You can sell wherever you want. 191 people. How are they gonna fit there all at the same time? Let's see the comments. Wow. I hope all 191 people don't come to work out at the same time. Come on, Alex. Okay. Anyway. Now, as far as that goes, right, he has all this money and everything. And one of my problems too, let's go to his recent video that he just
I own a portfolio of companies that does $85 million a year, and I have nothing to sell you. And
You have nothing to sell me. Okay, buddy.
I was recently invited to Taki Moore's mastermind keynote for his to be at least 15,000.
For a guy that's making 85 million more a year, which we don't know is profit, you seem to always have a terrible setup, bro. Like, where's the money going? What are you doing with the money? What
Like
is
it,
this?
the
Looks like he's in a cubicle, a door. Like, bro, what?
the unit economics, they're like
And I mean, sometimes you gotta dress the part, bro. Like, what is this? Looks like he works on a farm. I can't really take this guy serious. All right.
I could have a favorite question of my last framework of
He's speaking, but look how he comes to it. The attire says a lot. Like, bro, what's going on? Where is the money going? Okay, you don't have to use all the money on luxury and everything, but at least make yourself look nice and presentable. You gotta sell it. I definitely can see why you're not here to sell anybody on anything, because you can't. But anyway, all right. Let's go over this real quick. Let's see what this is.
Is the best way to generate those type of leads when you haven't
year portfolio. I remember going over this, and at one point he asked him a question.
make shit, and you have to assume no one will see it. Like the assumption is zero, and then just make all your content from that perspective. Because the thing is like you guys have heard me say this, but like the work works on you more than you work
with you, what have you done, right? So that's kind of my next follow-up question. It's actually segues. Is it cool if I ask that real quick? What is the best way to generate?
And then there's the edit. Why'd you edit it out? Why didn't you respond? Okay, really questionable. Anyway, all right. Where's the
way back. How much were you making in profit a month?
Like 40 grand.
This
so you make less money now and you got more locations.
Man, like, how are you doing business? I get it, you're on a laptop, but come on, where's the professionalism? Come on, buddy. What is this? You're outside. You're outside.
Mozi Nation, a lot of people ask, how do you guys get so much stuff done? How do the companies?
You're giving basic, like you're selling common sense at this part, and that's my problem with these gurus. They don't just sell common sense, man. Just go to your Instagram. Okay, you should have way more followers. I mean, what are you doing with your ad? What are you doing with your money? Number one author bestseller for Amazon. Wow. And marketing at that. For 5 months and counting, $100 million offer. Bro, what? Okay. These numbers too don't really equate at all. You got 126,000 and only 4,000 likes and 2 comments. Biggest decisions. Buddy, what is going on here? And you're wealthy. You're basically just a motivational coach at this point. Let's see. Oh, yes. Oh, here we go with the good content. All right, so you did that a year ago, but what's going on with all these recent things? Like, what are you? Why are you in the cubicle?
In the past 9 months, I've had to make a number.
Why are you in the cubicle? And what's wrong with his nose? Did he get in a fight? Did he get a nose job? Is he really insecure under all those big muscles? What's going on? This guy, man.
Desires to continually grow. I had removed the challenges.
The truth about retiring at the age of 31 at $100 million. Come on, my guy. If $100 million and this is what you're wearing, this is your space, this is what you're showing me, this is what you're presenting. If $100 million can only get you this, I gotta shoot for $1 billion. I'm doing something wrong, and you are too. There was an interview too I seen. He was sitting down with some guy, and I was just like, bro, where's that video? Where are we? Where's your interview, Alex? You were sitting down with a guy in your house. I was just like, bro, the hell? And then for some reason too, he never seems happy at all. Let's see.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Alex Hormozi, and I will be your host on this magical carpet ride where I show you how we went from 0 to $100 million in revenue in 4 years.
I love that he has his book right there, of course. Right.
Across 4.
And then one thing too, don't get it confused. All of these gurus have these plaques. Like, I think they just pay for them at that point. Top sellers. Everybody's a top seller on YouTube, I guess.
4 different industries: brick and mortar, e-commerce, software, and service. And the mini.
He's done all of those, but he helps operate gyms. Okay, buddy. Yeah, I mean, you can bounce around.
Failures and lessons we learned along the way, mostly from failing. And so my goal is to shortcut your path from wherever you are to wherever you're trying to go by hopefully inserting these failures so that you don't have to experience them yourself. That is the goal of this entire channel. And so my hope is that you can use some of the tactics.
Aside from his hands, they always try to confuse you with the hands and everything. Just let's just mute it real quick. See his body language. This is a guy that's forcing, you can even see on his face, he's forcing empathy to relate to his customer. I see through the bullshit. Excuse my language. I hope you do too.
Make this is because, to be candid with you, I suffer from the same insecurities that many of us have, which is.
Then you look away from the camera when you say insecurities. You probably don't really have anybody. You're all jacked up in your muscles or something.
I don't know if this is going to be good enough. I don't know if what I have to say is relevant enough, but I just want to thank my friends and family and our customers, which we have over 100,000 now, for encouraging me to do this. And so if you're new to the channel, welcome. My goal is to give you
I hope with all that money too, you can actually buy a shirt that fits.
The actual in the trenches stuff. We didn't make our money selling it. We made our money actually doing it. And so this is the real roll.
How many times are you going to show this clip? I already seen it first.
Up your sleeves, the stuff that actually works. Some of it ain't pretty, a lot of it's boring, but it's the real stuff that built our companies.
Nope, because I haven't seen no value, man. You and Grant Cardone, I'll save that for another thing. Alex, I'm just like, here we go. We got this video again. Why the first 100K is the toughest.
Most people who've made millions started with something that
No style for a guy that making all this money, man. Oh well.
got them 100 grand. And I will tell you personally, the
And why are you looking away from the camera? Bad marketing, bad camera presence as well.
first $100,000 that I put in my bank account was by far the most meaningful that of all the money that I've made in my life.
He's lying. Okay, I seen this. I seen this already. I seen this.
That Charlie Munger
I can even see it in the back.
said, who's Warren Buffett's business partner, said the first 100 grand's a bitch.
Why are you looking down when you talk about? Come on, man.
He even says that.
Reminds me of Ty Lopez, really. But hopefully, thank God you don't see this guy everywhere, you know, on your ads and everything.
It's a quote. You can look it up. But anyways, there's a bunch of reasons why, and so I wanted to kind of walk through it. The first is the biggest one, which is that when you set the goal at $100,000, you only think of $100,000 opportunities, right? And what I mean by that is you're not like, if I were to say, hey, you need to make $10 million, you can't 100 grand your way times 100 to get there, right? You have to think of a different way of operating, of doing business in order to make $10 million, right? Because at that point, you know you can't sell your time. Like, it's not going to work, right?
How we go from 100K just to 10 million? But all right, I guess, you know, don't just think about 100K, even though that's the main focus.
Have to do something else. And so inherently when someone puts the constraint of I want to make $100,000 on themselves, then they automatically only confine themselves to vehicles where they have to sell time for money, right? Which are inherently constraining, which is why it's a bitch, right? It's hard.
Regardless of what you do, you have to sell time for money. That's how we make money.
Because you literally have to sell your time in order to do it. That being said, most people who've made millions started with something that got them 100 grand. And I will tell you personally,
In a nutshell, he's selling time for money right now with this video because YouTube pays him. Go figure, bro.
first $100,000 that I put in my bank account was by far the most meaningful that of all the money that I've.
Are you sure? Because you keep looking down the camera, looking down out of the way when you speak every time. It's not. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Made in my life.
Good thing you don't have anything to sell me. Good thing.
I remember when I looked at Layla and I had $100,000 in my bank account after everything.
Oh, there go that. There go them eyes again. Come on, buddy. Are you confident or not? In marketing, you gotta have confidence. Come on. I understand you're not trying to sell me anything, but sell it at least. You know?
I remember looking at her and saying, it's going to be okay. We've got 3.5 years of money now that if we mess up for 3.5 years, we'll still be all right. And I remember feeling that sense of relief. And the reason that I think it was so impactful is that difference between
His eyes is going everywhere like he's playing ping pong. I had enough of this guy, man. Alex, get your things together, man. Because you're not selling it. I understand you don't have anything to sell me, but buddy, step it up. Alex, very questionable too. Very questionable.